The 60s, 70s, and 80s gave us some of the most iconic guitarists in rock history. These legends didn't just play, they transformed music. In this video, we'll explore 10 of the most influential guitarists who shaped rock and changed the game forever. Let's get started. Eddie Van Halen, the revolutionary guitar genius. When Eddie Van Halen picked up his guitar, the world of rock music was never the same. His explosive energy and inventive techniques, especially his signature tapping style, completely redefined what was possible on the instrument. Eddie didn't just play guitar, he created something electric, something that became the gold standard for a whole new generation of players. Tracks like Eruption and Jump weren't just songs, they were displays of virtuosity that rewrote the rulebook. His finger tapping on Eruption amazed audiences, showcasing his mind-blowing technical skill. But beyond that, Eddie's playing was filled with raw emotion and creativity, blending soul and energy into every note. Songs like Panama and Hot for Teacher combined intensity with infectious melodies. Eddie Van Halen not only played the guitar, but transformed it into an instrument of pure magic. David Gilmour, the master of emotion and atmosphere. At the height of Pink Floyd, Gilmour's emotive solos and atmospheric playing turned the guitar into an instrument that could communicate complex feelings. His style was all about precision, playing just enough to capture the perfect mood. Songs like Comfortably Numb and Shine On, You Crazy Diamond showcase his ability to weave emotion into every note. His guitar didn't just play melodies, it told stories, painting vivid soundscapes that took listeners on a journey. Gilmour's playing was never about technical showmanship, it was about restraint and emotion, creating solos that moved people in ways words could never express. Gilmour not only shaped Pink Floyd's sound, but also redefined how we experience the guitar in rock music. Tony Iommi, the father of heavy metal. Tony Iommi didn't just change rock music, he created a genre. As the mastermind behind Black Sabbath, Iommi pioneered the sound of heavy metal, starting with a series of heavy, riff-driven songs that became the foundation for the genre. The story of Iommi's influence begins with a tragic accident. He lost the tips of 2 fingers while working in a factory. Instead of surrendering to the injury, he used it as fuel to innovate, developing prosthetics and tuning his guitar lower to achieve a heavier sound. The result? A sound darker and heavier than anything that had come before, like the crushing riffs of Iron Man and Paranoid. But it wasn't just about the heaviness. Iommi's complex riffs and distinctive melodies became the blueprint for metal's evolution. His innovations inspired the likes of Metallica and countless others, solidifying his status as the godfather of heavy metal. Tony Iommi was not only a guitarist, he created an entire genre. Eric Clapton, the godfather of blues rock. Eric Clapton's guitar mastery has earned him a place among the legends. Known as Slow Hand, Clapton was a bridge between the soulful heart of blues and the electric intensity of rock, creating a sound that is timeless. His work with the Yardbirds and Cream was pivotal in shaping the 60s and 70s, and his signature riffs became the soundtrack to a generation. Tracks like Layla and Crossroads are more than just songs. They are the sound of Clapton's soul. Full of searing emotion and technical brilliance. His solos are a language of their own, telling stories that words never could. Eric Clapton wasn't just a guitarist. He crafted a voice that captured the soulful longing of the blues while channeling the electrifying spirit of rock. Through his solo career and legendary collaborations, Clapton's influence continues to resonate. He didn't just shape rock, he redefined its emotional core. Keith Richards, the heartbeat of rock and roll.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
Keith Richards is the living embodiment of rock and roll. As the iconic guitarist of the Rolling Stones, he crafted some of the most unforgettable riffs in history, cementing his place as one of rock's greatest figures. From the unmistakable riff of Satisfaction to the gritty swagger of Start Me Up.
Give it up. Again, give it up.
Richards' guitar work is woven into the fabric of rock itself. His rhythm playing, often overlooked in favor of flashy solos, is the engine that drives the Stones' sound. Alongside Mick Jagger, Richards shaped the band's signature style, blues-infused rock with a reckless energy. Keith Richards is not just a guitarist, he is a rock and roll icon whose swagger, stage presence, and enduring influence continue to inspire musicians today. Jimmy Page, the architect of rock's legendary sound. Jimmy Page was the architect of the sound that defined a generation. As the mastermind behind Led Zeppelin, Page blended blues, hard rock, and Eastern influences to create some of the most iconic riffs in rock history. The first time you hear the opening chords of Stairway to Heaven, it's like the air shifts. It's a sound that transcends music. Page's genius lay not just in his virtuosity, but in his ability to craft songs that felt timeless. Tracks like Whole Lotta Love and Heartbreaker blended ferocity with finesse. While Kashmir took listeners on a journey of sound that had never been explored before. But Page didn't just rock out in the studio. He was a wizard, experimenting with effects and layering tracks in ways that created a completely new sonic experience. For Page, the guitar was just the beginning. He didn't just help shape rock music, he defined it. His legacy remains etched in every riff, every note, and every chord that followed. Stevie Ray Vaughan, the guitar hero who revived the blues. Stevie Ray Vaughan was a hurricane of talent that revived the blues in the 1980s with an intensity and emotion that was impossible to ignore. His fiery guitar playing, rooted in Texas blues, brought a raw energy that was both electrifying and deeply emotional. Songs like Pride and Joy and Lenny showcased Vaughan's incredible technical ability. While his rendition of Voodoo Child became legendary for its power and precision. His playing was not just virtuosic, it was filled with soul, tapping into the very heart of the blues while pushing it forward into a new era. Though his life was tragically short, Stevie Ray Vaughan's influence on the guitar world is undeniable. His passion, virtuosity, and ability to channel emotion into every note left an indelible mark on rock music. Ritchie Blackmore, the mastermind behind hard rock's sound. Ritchie Blackmore is one of the pioneers who shaped the sound of hard rock and heavy metal. As the founder of Deep Purple and Rainbow, Blackmore's guitar work was both virtuosic and groundbreaking, blending classical influences with hard-hitting rock. With riffs like the iconic "Smoke on the Water," Blackmore's playing became synonymous with rock itself. Songs like "Highway Star" and "Child in Time" were as much about technical mastery as they were about the raw emotion behind the music. But Blackmore's influence stretched beyond his technical skill. He defined the energy and intensity that became the hallmark of hard rock. Through his work with Deep Purple and Rainbow, Blackmore left an indelible mark on rock and metal. His creativity, his mastery of riff and solo, and his ability to blend classical and rock influences remain legendary. Duane Allman, the soulful guitar virtuoso who shaped Southern rock. Duane Allman was a soul-stirring force whose slide guitar became synonymous with the sound of Southern rock. As the heart of the Allman Brothers Band, his emotive guitar work brought authenticity and soul to every note. Allman's slide guitar in songs like "Whipping Post" and "Melissa" was nothing short of mesmerizing. His technical prowess, combined with a deep understanding of blues and jazz, created melodies that resonated in ways few could replicate. His collaborations, particularly with Eric Clapton on "Layla" and other assorted love songs, showcased a connection between two of the greatest guitarists of all time. Though his life was tragically cut short, Duane Allman's influence lives on. His innovative playing and emotional depth continue to inspire guitarists to this day. Jimi Hendrix, the revolutionary who redefined the guitar. Picture this. It's 1967, the summer of love. A young guitarist named Jimi Hendrix takes the stage at the Monterey Pop Festival. With an electric, almost otherworldly presence, he commands the crowd. When he sets his guitar on fire during Wild Thing, it's not just a stunt, it's a declaration that rock music would never be the same again. Hendrix wasn't just a guitarist, he was a sonic explorer. He transformed feedback, distortion, and the wah pedal into instruments of expression, pushing the limits of what the guitar could do. Songs like "Purple Haze," "Voodoo Child," and his iconic rendition of "The Star-Spangled Banner" at Woodstock became his signature, where his guitar didn't just sing, it screamed, cried, and soared. But what made Hendrix truly special was his ability to blend the blues, rock, soul, and psychedelia into a style entirely its own. He made his left-handed Stratocaster a living, breathing extension of his soul. His approach to the guitar inspired countless musicians to tear down boundaries, making him the benchmark for generations to come. Hendrix didn't just play the guitar, he revolutionized it, leaving a legacy that still resonates today. That's a wrap on our countdown of the top 10 most influential guitarists. Which one's your favorite? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more rock stories. See you next time.